Okay, so we're going to look at Pep's first serve here from the ad side. This tape was taken in his match against Michael. I'm going to run it. Okay, so we're going to slow that down, and what we're going to see is, to start with, Pep uses a platform stance here with this foot a little bit open towards the baseline, just a little bit, and this foot a little bit pointed back in that direction. I don't mind that stance. I might like this foot a little more parallel to the baseline, but all in all, that's fine. All right, so we're going to keep rolling it here, and we move to this position. We have a pretty decent knee bend, and coming from there, a decent racket drop position. But as we can see, when Pep makes contact with the ball, it looks low, so that he has to kind of scrunch his upper body up, and it's also pretty far back of his head. Now if we bring in Roger Federer, alright, and what we're going to see is a contact point which is out in line with the front of his body, right? So we can see the difference in the contact point, and we can also see when Federer lands that he lands on his left foot, not straight up and down, but pretty well balanced, and is then able to run and to move forward. So if we look back at Pep here, see when he lands, he is very off balance with his front very far forward and his leg kind of kicking like that, and then sort of has to recover himself for the next one. So I want to see if we can improve this serve mainly by working on his balance at the landing. If we correct that, then we will be able to, some of the other toss and contact point issues here of making contact too far back this way will correct themselves. So the drill that I would like Pep to practice is to work on landing. He comes up, he lands on one foot with the back leg kicking out, and looks to balance there with his torso as vertical as possible. That's going to improve his posture, and hopefully it will encourage him to move his contact point a little bit farther forward, especially if he's going to land inside the court, which he ought to do. As we can see here, that he is going just straight up in the air and not moving at all forward. So if he can toss it more forward and then land inside the court, we'll see if working on the posture, right, working on landing with that torso much more up and with that back leg kicking out, a la Federer, right, this position, right, if he can work on landing on that position, if that's going to improve things. So we'll start with that and go from there.